And we're back. And here we are. Let's go ahead and deposit some of this stuff into the appropriate chests. We got a whole chest devoted to leaves over there, which is pretty crazy. Now, before we get started laying out the bottom floor of the house, there's just a couple more blocks I need to get. Namely, I need to get a bunch of cobblestone, and I need to smelt it. But the thing is I don't know where I want to build my mineshaft, which is what I'm going to need if I want to get a bunch of cobblestone. Now, I'd sort of like to have my mineshaft inside my house, and I'm thinking my house is going to be right around this area. So maybe we'll just get started by putting the mineshaft right in this area. But we'll just go ahead and get started. I should probably go ahead and take a lot of this stuff down too. But first, let's go ahead and just put down the mineshaft. Say right about here. Okay. And we don't want the dirt walls. So I'm thinking we'll go ahead and we'll just go ahead with some oak walls. That's what we'll do. Anyway, how are you guys doing? I hope you're having a good day. I always look forward to this time of the day when I can come on this world instead of my off-camera world, which I have been very steadily grinding away, building the world's largest wheat field. It's because I'm transforming a mushroom island that I have a house built on, and I want a majority of the mushroom island to just be fields of gold. And so I'm using wheat farming as a method of terraforming. Those fields of gold. Anyway, it's pretty labor intensive because the mycelium has to be pathed. You know, you have to turn it mycelium into path blocks before you can hoe it. I didn't mean to do that. We just want the size of our mineshaft to look a little bit nicer as we go down. That's why we're using these logs. Until it's totally stone, then we'll transition into the stone. And I sort of like the look of the end grains of the logs, you know? They're sort of interesting. Looks sort of cool. Ooh, we got a bunch of gravel below us here. How's this looking, though? It's looking like it's all stone now, so what we'll do is we'll just sort of transition this over. Good thing I have an extra pickaxe on me. Okay. Oh man, I tell you, my patience with the scrolling wheel of my trackball controller is just about come to an end. The funny thing is I paid way more money for this trackball controller than I did for my cheap one that I used to use. But the cheap one that I used to use had a cord that you have to plug it in. And I just don't have enough ports on my laptop here that I can just go plugging a bunch of stuff in, I would have to either remove my headphones or the microphone cord, and I can't afford to do either of those, so I have to have a cordless mouse or a cordless trackball. And this is quite the little gravel pit here, isn't it? I'm not terribly fond of this. It should be expected. What I need to get is some cobblestone around here. Oh, for crying out loud. So what I'm doing, instead of using the little scroll wheel like a normal human being, I'm having to press the numbers on my keyboard to access items in my hotbar. So that's a thing now. Okay. I think we'll go upstairs and get this cobblestone smelting. I do believe. Let's see here. We also need to get some glass smelted up. Okay. We need some regular stone, so I'm going to smelt up that cobble. And it looks like we've got some cactuses over there we need to pluck the little pink flowers off of. Yeah, I remember back in the good old days when you could just leave cactuses grow and you didn't have to worry about pink flowers growing on them and stunting their growth. Back in the good old days. It looks like these are almost ready to harvest. Okay. Well, I guess we better hit the hay. Okay. Stuff is smelting nicely. I think we'll grab some of this smooth stone or regular stone and take this down with us. Now look at Joe Camel. He likes to sit here with most of his body off of the ground. It's how he works out his forearms. He's got really strong front legs. Yeah, we don't like all this unsightly dirt. I mean, this may just be a little mine shaft, but we have to keep in mind that this is not just some quick, sloppy mine shaft. We want to make it sort of nice because, after all, this is the world we're going to be playing in for quite some time. Although this is just our starter house, you know. But still. Uh-oh, you know what? I think I left the music on. Turn the music off. There we go. Yeah, it really is too bad that I can't have Minecraft music on my videos. I see a lot of YouTubers, and they've got all this Minecraft music playing in the background. And I'm wondering, how do they get away with that? Every time one of my videos has Minecraft game music playing in the background, I get a copyright notice. Which is why you never hear it. I would prefer to have Minecraft music in some of the videos, you know? I love the Minecraft music. But YouTube won't let me. The copyright notice doesn't really hurt me that much. It just makes it so that I will never earn a single penny of money from a video ever again. So I'd rather not start that up. I'd rather not do that. Okay, I think we're going to go ahead and break open this coal a little bit here. There we go. Get some of this cobblestone. Let's put some of this iron away. Let's take these pink flowers and throw them as hard as we can in that direction. Okay, and we continue. Yeah, we're not really looking for iron so much as we would like to get some redstone. I know. It's a very rare thing to hear me say that I need redstone, but I would like to be able to make a compass and a lodestone compass so I don't have to worry about ever getting lost. And also, it wouldn't hurt to get some diamond armor. So, got to make a mine shaft anyway because we're going to need stone. Going to need stone for building the house. It's not going to be just terracotta. It's going to be terracotta along with stone bricks. So I need to get a bunch of stone smelting. And I can't really start my house without the stone bricks because the stone bricks are going to be on the bottom part of it. When I lay out the basic footprint of my house, I gotta have the stone bricks. So we gotta get those guys smelting. Now if we're lucky, we can dig this mine shaft and not have to worry about going through some kind of underwater cave. But I'm not going to hold my breath. I can't remember the last time I've had a nice clean mine shaft and not had to go through some kind of strange gymnastics to make it down very far. Okay, let's see what level are we on here. We're on Y50. It sort of seems deeper than that, but it's because we're on a hill, you know. We're not at sea level. And here's some nice andesite that we're digging through here. There's some iron. It's not like we're hard up for it, though. We already have tons of iron from the stony peaks that we got at the very beginning. But we'll collect it because we aren't complete barbarians. Okay. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to go make another pickaxe. Okay, where's this andesite? I'll just use this instead of wasting my stone. Okay, very nice. Now, to prevent myself from falling down this mine shaft, I really should be putting a glass cover on it. Because that would be a fatal fall now. Not that it really matters that much because I'm not playing in hardcore, but it would still stink. Okay. Let's get some sticks out. And let's not forget to make some pickaxes. It is so nice to be able to use iron pickaxes in the early game. It really is. Oh boy, looks like we have us a cave down here. I wonder if anybody's home down here. Any bad guys? I'm not seeing anybody. Okay, let's get some stone lined up here. Huh. There we go, we'll light that up. Huh. Okay. A surprisingly empty little cave. Oh boy, it looks like evening time is drawing nigh. Let's go ahead and get this covered up. Ah, yes. Lovely. Well, you know what? I do have a bed on me. So I should probably go ahead and just camp out down here for the night. Okay, very good. But anyway, that's 2 days worth of action. I know it's hard to believe, but the time passes too quickly. Go ahead and throw a light up in there. But we'll just have to continue making this mine shaft in the next episode. We'll go up here and get at this glass. I'm sure it's okay if I run a minute or two over. Anybody spawn while I was staying up a little late? I guess not. I know that skeletons will spawn over in there. I got no problem with that though. I like getting their bones. Okay, how's this going? Okay, yeah, we have enough glass to do a little covering. This is really to make it safe so that the ocelot doesn't fall down there, or Joe Camel doesn't fall down there. You know, I'm not just looking out for myself. We must keep things safe for all the little creatures. Yes. Anyway, I guess that'll be it for now. Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll see y'all next time.